All right. Just bear with me for a second, guys. We're almost live on YouTube. Wow, that's doing that. Okay. All right, we're live on YouTube right now. Shalom, everyone. I'm Brother Doug with the Awakened by Yahuwah Assembly in Yahuwah Almighty and Yahushua Messiah. Tonight, we're going to be doing a chapter-by-chapter Torah reading in Leviticus 21, so just bear with me real quick. I'm going to get to there. I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison here in my Targum of Jonathan with the Lexham English Septuagint. Okay, almost there. Just a couple more pages. I'm almost there. All right. Okay, Leviticus 21. Here we go. All right, here we go. Leviticus 21. And Yahuwah. Oh, let me also. I see Sister Sadie just joined us. Okay. All right. And let's see here. So let me make sure that we're also recording to the cloud. All right, good. So we're recording to the cloud now. So everyone, Leviticus 21. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the priests, the sons of Aaron. Say to them, they will not pollute themselves with the dead among their people, except for someone in their nearest household, for father, mother, and sons and daughters, for a brother, and for a virgin sister who is close to him, who is not espoused to a man. So this is talking about burying the dead, basically. Okay. For these he may be defiled. He will not defile himself unexpectedly among his people unto his profanation. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yes, among his profanation, and you will not shave your head bald for a dead person. And they will not cut the appearance of their beard, near will they carve incisions on their flesh. So obviously, this gives us the context where some believe that if they don't look at the context in this chapter, they'll think you're not allowed to ever shave or your facial hair or shave your head or have a bald head. But actually, it's referring to shaving for the dead and doing things for the dead, like cutting yourself, which is very demonic. You'll see it in modern day, especially with cutting yourselves. There's known as emos that I actually knew in high school.
What's it called in our language? Like
no, there's no. It's just pagan. It's just a pagan tradition.
I know there's a name for it.
They would cut themselves for a dead family member that would die. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like worshiping the dead in a way. Okay. And they will not cut the appearance of to incisions on their flesh. They will be set apart people to their Elohim, and they will not profane the name of their Elohim. For the sacrifices of Yahuwah and the gifts of their Elohim, they themselves will bring forward, and they will be a set apart people. They shall not take a woman who is a prostitute and defiled as a wife, nor a woman divorced. And actually, I disagree with the word divorced here, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the Thayers in front of me, but if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to be put away. The Brentons actually has put away, so which makes a lot more sense because she's still married to that guy.
Right.
She's still someone else's wife. It makes a lot more sense. Rather than they can never marry a woman that's already divorced and has a bill of divorcement, doesn't really make much sense. But anyway. Okay, so see, nor a woman that is put away from her husband. The priest is set apart to Yahuwah's Elohim, and he will keep himself set apart. This person offers the gifts of Yahuwah, your Elohim. He will be set apart because I, Yahuwah, the one who sets them apart, am set apart. And a daughter of a man who is a priest, if she defiles herself by resorting to harlotry, she herself profanes the name of her father. By fire she will be burned up. A very, very strict punishment for daughters of the Levites or a daughter of any priest of the Levitical priesthood. And the high priest from his brothers, when the olive oil for the anointed has been poured on his head, and his hand has been filled to put on the set apart garments, he will not take the turban off of his head, and he will not rend set apart garments, and he will not go unto any dead person, to his father or to his mother. He will not become unclean, and he will not go out of the set apart place. He will not profane the set apart place of his Elohim, because the set apart anointing oil of Elohim is on him. Sorry about that, guys. I am Yahuwah. He will take a virgin from among his people. Okay. But a widow or a divorced woman or a defiled woman or a prostitute, these types of women, he will not take. Instead, he will take a virgin from among his own people as a wife. And so he will not profane his own seed among his people. I am Yahuwah who sets him apart. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, say to Aaron, a man from among your offspring in your generations, to whom there may be in him some defect, he may not come forward to present the offerings of his Elohim. Any person concerning whom there may be in him some defect, he may not come forward to serve a lame or a blind man, or a man with a mutilated nose or cropped ears. So basically, if a Levite or any type of priest that is of that priestly lineage, he can actually not serve Yahuwah and be a priest if he has a blemish, a defect. So he can't have a mutilated nose or any dismemberment. Okay, so let's see here. Present offerings of his Elohim. Any person concerning whom there may be in some defect, he may not come forward to serve a lame or a blind man, or a man with a mutilated nose or cropped ears. Any person concerning whom there is in him a broken hand or a broken foot, or is hunchbacked, or has an eye disease or inflamed eyelids around his eyes, or any person to whom there may be in him mange or serious skin blemishes, or has only one testicle. Any person from the seed of Abraham the priest, to whom there is in him some defect, he shall not approach to present sacrifices to your Elohim because of the defect in him. Okay. He may not come forward to present the gifts of Elohim, the gifts for Elohim, the most set apart. Indeed, from the set apart things he will eat. Only he may not come forward to the veil, and will not draw near to the altar, since he has some defect. He will not profane this set apart place of his Elohim, because I myself am Yahuwah who sets them apart. And Moshe spoke to Aharon and his sons, and to all the sons of Yasher all. Okay, so that is the end of Leviticus chapter 21. Okay, so we're gonna stop right there. And I just want to see if anyone has any comments or questions pertaining to this chapter. If not, we can have a discussion off the record. But so pretty self-explanatory from what I've noticed. There's only one main difference, like we just read and you just saw in the Septuagint. It gives you the context about the commandment of shaving your head and obviously the beard. So that's only one of the few main differences in this particular chapter between the Targum and the Septuagint. So I'm just going to give time here if any of the brothers and sisters here want to mention anything about what we just read. If not, we'll close the recording. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please stay tuned. If we have enough time, we might come back on tonight. If not, Yahuwah willing, we will be doing a Torah portion tomorrow during Sabbath day. So thank you for joining us for this Sabbath evening Torah reading. And Shabbat Shalom to our brothers and sisters. And thank you all for who have joined and who have saw our study and who will see it later. Shalom.